Good afternoon, groovy citizens, and happy Winning Wednesday to each and every one of you. Y'all, it is Wednesday. Can you believe it? It's the middle of the week already, and it seems like we were just saying it's happy Friday last Friday, and we get ready to come up on Friday again. But you know what? It's all good because I am just thankful to be amongst the land of the living. How about that? Now, I hope you all have had a wonderful day. My day, as always, has been busy, but it's always a wonderful day. You know why? Because I am here. It's a wonderful day because you are here. Always remember that. Now, before I jump into today's topic, because I have to figure out what I'm going to eat for dinner, I had something I want to tell you. Ross's book is done. It is up. You can now go to
phone book update failed.
Thank you. You can now go to Amazon and purchase Toxic Love. Toxic Love by Ross Swan. You guys are going to want to get this book. It is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And I don't even think I talked to him today. But it is now out for sale. So I'm excited about that. And having said that, let's move on. And you know what? Actually, having said that, I have 3 book projects of my own that I want to work on. Well, let me not say that. They're actually already done, but I do want to go back because it's been a while since I proofread them. So I want to go back and reread them to see if I want to add anything, take anything out. More than likely, I could see adding something and then getting those published. You guys, when I tell you life is good, life is good. Life is real good. So if there's something that you want to do, that you've thought about doing, I want you to get out there and do it. Do it, do it, do it, because you have it in you to get it done. Now, today's topic is the eagle mentality. Let me say that one more time. The eagle mentality. So here's a quote that I want to share with you, and it says, "Don't be a parrot in life. A parrot talks way too much, but can't fly high. An eagle is silent and has the willpower to touch the sky." Now, I don't know who gave that quote, so we're going to call it unknown. So here are 7 mentalities that we can learn from an eagle. I will share, excuse me, y'all, my sinuses are draining. I will share these 7 with you, and then I will bid you good day. Number 1, eagles fly alone at high altitude. You will never see an eagle flying with sparrows, ravens, and other small birds. So stay away from narrow-minded people and people that get joy in bringing others down. Eagles only, and I want you to triple underline the word only, fly with other eagles. And I'm going to unpack that in just a second. But here's another quote. People you hang around will eventually determine the person you become. Again, that's another unknown quote. So make sure you keep good company. Okay? Let me say it again. People you hang around will eventually determine the person that you become. So make sure you keep good company. That's powerful. That'll shout you happy right there. So now, having said that, I wanted to go back real quick to emphasize the part about what was it? Oh, stay away from narrow-minded people and people that get joy in bringing others down. Do you know that, and we all know some narrow-minded people. Let's just keep it real. We do. We all know some narrow-minded people. So if you know of narrow-minded people, now here's what I'm not saying. Here's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying you can't love them, because some of them are going to be family members. They are. Some of them are going to be family members, neighbors, people you've known for a long time. It's okay to love them. I'm not even saying don't break bread with them on occasions. But what I am saying is they have no place in your inner circle. And if you've been with me for a while, then you know I talk about the inner circle and making sure that you have people around you that are there to build you up and not tear you down. So you've got to be careful, as the quote said, with hanging around people, because the people that you hang around will eventually determine the person that you become. And if you don't believe me, I want you to take the time to look at some people that you know. Really look at them. And I want you to see how some of them, the way they are now, was predetermined by the people that they used to hang out. They started hanging out with, because you remember when they started hanging out with those people, right? So you have individuals that now are alcoholics, drug addicts, addicted to porn and some more stuff. And they weren't always like that, but the folks that they hung around were. And so they ended up becoming exactly what they hung around. And that's why I always tell people, show me 5 of the closest people, whatever number, we're going to go with 5 for right now, of the closest people that you hang out with. I mean, these people, y'all are like this, and you hang out all the time. Show me those people, and I guarantee you, I can tell you exactly where you're headed. And you might think, no, Michelle, I'm too strong. I wouldn't fall for that. We all say that. But the reality is that we become like the environment that we hang around. Number 2, eagles have vision. They have the ability to focus on something as far as 5 kilometers away. No matter what else happens, the eagle will not take its focus off of its prey until it grabs it. So in other words, we must have a vision on what we want and then stay focused on it no matter what. Don't give up and you will succeed. That is so important, you guys. That is so, so, so important, because as I was writing down my notes, see, I do write my notes out. It made me stop and think about how oftentimes we get a vision on something that we want to do. And then somehow or another, our vision gets deterred. And we, instead of looking straight ahead, we start focusing over here, my right, your left, or over here, my left, your right. And we've gotten off focus of what we originally started out to do. So I need you to stay focused. Whatever that thing is that you have set your mind on doing, I need you to stay focused. And don't let anything or anybody take you off track, because it can happen just like that if you're not careful. Okay. Number 3, eagles are fearless. An eagle will never, y'all, and listen to this carefully, an eagle will never surrender to the size or strength of its prey. Come on now. Again, that'll shout you happy. All we need to do is pass the offering plate and let's go on home. I'm going to say it again. An eagle will never surrender to the size or strength of its prey. I didn't say it does it every now and then. It does it sometimes. It does it often. I said it will never. It will always put up a fight to win its prey or get back its territory. So in other words, no matter how big or strong your problem or problems are, don't give up, don't give in. Instead, face your issue. Successful people face problems head on. Do you think successful people got to where they are because every time a problem came up, they said, oh, I'm not going to deal with that. Let me just go around it, or let me take a detour, or let me backtrack? No, they face that problem head on, and that's what you have to do. You've got to set your mind on something, be determined, and don't let that thing go or get out of your sight no matter what. Now, here's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that if you want somebody that has made it clear that they don't want you, that you keep stalking them. Please don't do that, y'all. That's the only time I'm going to tell you not to follow up or stay focused on your prey, i.e. the person that you really want that doesn't want you. If somebody says they don't want you, baby, let that go. Let them go. Because somebody out here wants you. Stop focusing your time and energy on the people that don't. I digress. But I wanted to make sure that I was clear about that. I'm not telling you to keep running after something or someone that doesn't want you. I'm saying if you have a goal in mind, let's say you have a goal to save a certain amount of money. You have a goal to start that business. You have a goal to go back to school and get your degree. You have a goal to fix your credit. You have a goal to get a better job. You have a goal to find love. I want you to stay focused on that goal, or whatever those goals may be. That's all I'm saying. Number 4, eagles are tenacious. You see, eagles love storms. Hear what I'm saying? Eagles love storms. They get excited as the clouds begin to gather. Why, you ask? Well, the eagle uses the wind from the storm to lift themselves higher. They use the raging storm to lift themselves above the clouds. And this gives the eagle the opportunity to glide and rest its wings. The other birds, they hide from the storm. You see, achievers are not afraid of challenges. Instead, they welcome them and use them to profit. Have you ever noticed that, like right now, it's raining? I don't know where you are, but right here in the DMV area, it is raining. And I don't see not one bird in sight. Normally, when I'm out here doing my videos on my fence, I'll see a blue jay. Every now and then I'll see a cardinal, and I'll see other birds, just doing their thing, flying around, sitting on the telephone wires and all of that. But there's not one bird in sight. Now, it's not a storm, but it is raining. So those birds are somewhere safe and sound, tucked in someplace, because they don't want to get wet. They don't like the weather. But the eagle loves when that treacherous storm comes in, because the eagle says, okay, now I can find rest. And it can get above the storm and let its wings rest and just glide along. Yeah, that's a powerful thing. Number 5, eagles never eat dead things. So in case you didn't know that, they don't. Eagles do not eat dead things. So in other words, an eagle is not a scavenger. It only eats the meat from the prey it kills itself. Meaning, don't rely on your past success. Keep looking for new things to conquer. Leave your past where it belongs. And guess where that is, y'all? It's in the past. See, oh God, what is it? Vultures. I guess that's what those are. When you're driving down, especially if you're in the DMV area, you're going down 202 towards Upper Marlboro, a lot of times you'll see dead carcasses from deer or raccoons or whatever animals has gotten hit, squirrel, and you'll see, because one day, my hand to God, y'all, there was a dead deer just before you get to Watkins Park. And literally there were so many buzzards. That's what they are. There were so many buzzards in the street feasting on this carcass. And it's a 2-lane road. And so everybody had to get over into the left lane to go by, because when I say, imagine this carcass is like right here, those birds, they flocked out to here, and they were all around there. I mean, everybody's just eating and pulling at the meat, and I mean, they're just having a good old time. They didn't care about the cars that were coming. Normally, if a car is coming, birds will fly away. Them buzzards, they were on point. They said, look, these cars can go around, but we're not about to let this meal go. And I swear to goodness, that's exactly what we had to do. The traffic had to go around because there were so many of them in the street. I was on my way to my sister's, and when I left, about an hour and a half later, they were still out there. So I said all that to say they will come and feast on dead things. You and I, we don't. We want to leave the past in the past. And what happens is when you keep bringing up your past, you're feasting on dead things. Let that thing go. It doesn't matter what it is. It does not matter what it is. Leave it in the past. Focus only on the here and now. Focus on the good things that are to come, not the bad things. Because as I've said before, there's nothing you can do about the past. So why keep bringing it up? Why keep feasting on it, i.e. bringing it up and constantly keeping it in the forefront of your mind? Let that stuff go. Okay, you made a mistake. You've asked God to forgive you. You probably have asked those individuals to forgive you, and then you move on. Because nothing you say or do can ever change that. It can't. So let it go, okay? Number 6, eagles prepare for training. So I want you all to really listen in. Really, really, really listen into this. So they remove the feathers and the soft grass in the nest so that the young ones get uncomfortable in preparation for flying, and eventually they fly when it becomes too unbearable to stay in the nest. Meaning, leave your comfort zone. There is no growth there. I need somebody to hear me today. It is time that you leave your comfort zone because there is no growth there. Yes, it feels good there. I understand because I've been down that road before too. It feels good in your comfort zone, but there's no growth there. You are never going to get beyond where you are right now if you don't step outside your comfort zone. If I need milk from the store, which thank God I don't, but if I needed milk from the store, my comfort zone is sitting right here in my car with my fan blowing because it's 76 degrees and it's still kind of humid outside. But if I don't leave my comfort zone, i.e. sitting in my driveway, I'm never going to get the milk that I need. You know why? Because I've got to leave my driveway to drive up the street to get to the store. So like I said, I don't know who this is for, but it's time for you to leave your comfort zone. You've been there too long. You've been there too long because you're afraid. You're afraid of, what if I fail? What are people going to say about me? What are they going to think about me? Excuse me. First of all, even if you fail, you take what you've learned and you use that to keep going. You take what didn't work and you use that to figure out what to do differently. And as far as what people are going to say about you, what they're going to think about you, baby, that's none of your business. I've said that before. What people say and think about us is none of our business because people are going to say and think whatever they want to say and think. And there's nothing you can do about it. So why walk around worrying about what people say and think about you? That's their problem. Don't let that keep you from doing what you need to do. Number 7, last but not least, and this is a powerful one, and all this will be in the description box. Eagles possess vitality. Now, again, listen up, because this is the coup de grace. This is the one that I'm so thankful that I'm ending with. So when the eagle grows old, its feathers become weak and can't take it as far and as high as it once did. So because of this, it becomes weak, and it could be the cause of it dying. So it retires to a place far away in the mountains, and while it's there, get this, it plucks out the weak feathers on its body and breaks its beak and its claws against the rock until it's completely bare. Let me put a pin right there. So can you imagine this eagle way up in the mountains by itself, plucking out, taking its beak and pulling out the weak feathers, number one, but then crushing its beak up against the rock and taking the talons, the claws, and breaking those against the rock. So this is a very painful and bloody process, as you can imagine. And then it stays in its hiding place until it has grown, get this, y'all, new feathers, a new beak, and new claws. And then it comes out flying higher than ever before. Let me put a pin right there. This eagle, who is aging, went up in the mountains, plucked out the weak feathers, broke its beak. Now, I don't know about you all, but just the thought of that is amazing, because there's no way in the world I'm going to go and break my nose, because I'm pretty sure that's painful. And its claws. And then it sits there and it allows those things to grow, because they grow again. So now you've got this eagle that's fully rejuvenated. It's got a new fresh set of feathers, strong feathers. It's got a new beak and it's got new claws. So meaning, and then with those new things, it allows it to fly higher and further than it's ever been able to go before. So meaning, every now and then we need to shed off old habits. Come on now, no matter how difficult they may be. Can I say that one more time? Every now and then, you, me, we need to get rid of old habits, no matter how difficult it may be. Things that burden us or add no value to our lives should be let go of. Simple as that. Some of us have some things in our lives. Some of us have some people in our lives that add no value to our lives that we're holding on to. But I'm encouraging you today, as I started when I first opened up this video, you can still love them, because some of those people are going to be people that are related to you. And you can still love them. You can even break bread on occasions, but they have no place in your inner circle. People, places, and things that add no value to your life, why are they there? Why are they there? Now, some people may say, but Michelle, getting rid of them makes it seem like I'm better than them. No, you didn't say that. I didn't say that. And that's not what that means at all. It just means that you can't continue to carry around baggage, unnecessary baggage, because it's not taking you anywhere. It's not doing anything for you. Case in point, and then I'm going to leave you be. Let's say you're in a relationship, right? And your significant other adds no value whatsoever to your relationship. All they do is take. They nag. They don't encourage. They always have nothing but negative stuff to say. So why are they there? All that person's going to do is keep you stagnant, keep you right here at this level. And for some people, this may be okay. But for us, this is not okay. We want to get up here to this level. But you're not going to get to this level. You're not going to be able to soar like the eagle until you get rid of those old feathers, until you get rid of that old beak and those old claws, i.e. that person in your life. Do you understand what I'm saying? Until you shed those things and begin to grow new stuff. I mean, new habits, new friends, new ideas, new goals, new dreams. You're never going to get where you want to be. And so that's all I want to leave with you today. Think like the eagle, and you will go so much further in life. And the problem with that is that I see too many people who settle for less than they deserve because they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, or they don't want anybody to say, okay, now that you've got your comeuppance, as I haven't heard that word in a long time, but you know, you've grown, you've achieved all that you set out to achieve. Now you kick me to the curb. I was with you when you didn't have anything, because you know, people like to throw that out there. Yeah, they were with you when you didn't have anything, but here's the problem. Here's the problem. You both started out together when you had nothing. So you were on this level. You went after your goals. You went after your dreams. And so you left that person on this level while you moved up here. Stop allowing people, places, and things to hold you back, because you deserve so much better. You really do. And I get it. I get it. You say, well, you know, Michelle, but I love this person. And you can. Now, I'm not saying not to love them, but you've got to let them go. If you really love that person, let me say this, and I promise you I'm going to let you go. If you really love that person, then you are going to let them know that, listen, this is it. I can't do this anymore. And when they say, oh, well, what do you mean? Then you let them know, we've been together X number of years, and we started out on this level, but I've grown up to here, and you're still where I met you. That's a problem, because that says you're okay with where you are, and you're not trying to do better. You're not trying to be better. And so you've got to leave them. You can still love them, but you've got to leave them, because God has so much in store for you, and I don't want you to miss your blessings because you kept hanging on to dead weight, because you would not let yourself get rid of things that no longer served you. Okay? So, having said that, you guys, hopefully something I said resonates with you and helps you to live a much better life, helps you to make better choices, make better decisions. Because there's a whole big world out here, and there's so much out here for you. But if you don't get yourself together, you will never see it, and you will never get it. And what I don't want is for you to get to a point where you're on your deathbed, as Les Brown spoke of. And y'all know the story about the man on his deathbed, and standing around his bed are all the things that he wanted to do in life, all his goals, his dreams, his ideas, his aspirations, all of that. And he never did anything with them. And they said, God gave us to you because only you could do something with us, and you didn't. And now that you're dying, we have to die with you. And it didn't have to be that way. And so I just don't want you to be that person. So if you're new to watching my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. Y'all know I miss you when I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Like I said, here in the DMV area, it's been raining on and off. Like right now, it stopped. So go out there, enjoy the rest of your evening. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, or who you choose to hang out with, have fun, but be careful. Okay? Because I want nothing but the best for each and every one of you. Again, remember, we're not dealing and being stagnant anymore. That's done. That's out of here. That is so 2023. We're not doing that anymore. We're in the month of June, which means this is the third month in the second quarter, which means we're at the halfway point. Well, technically we'll be at the halfway point next month, but you get what I'm saying. We're at the end of the first half of the year. And to be honest with you, some of you haven't done anything. Some of you said you were going to do ABCXYZ in January, and you haven't done anything. Well, guess what? The year's not over. You still have time to get out there and do so many, ooh, my stomach is growling, so many wonderful things. The best is yet to come, you guys. And it's coming for you, and it's coming for me. I love you all to the moon and back. You know the drill, you know the spiel. There's nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that you can ever do to change that. Because I love you, and I want nothing but the best for you. That's why I ride you all so much about getting out there and doing what God has called you to do. Love you. We'll talk again on Friday.